Hi, I'm Sonia Garrison, physical therapist at Howard Head Sports Medicine at Vail Health, and I am here with Vail local Senna Leith. Senna, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Senna, you have a really cool job that literally takes you all over the world. Tell us a little bit about it.
So for those of you that don't know, I am on the US Snowboard Team, and I compete full-time on the World Cup Tour for snowboard cross, and super lucky to have Sonia here as our main physical therapist on the road throughout the season. So just happy to be here and talk about my sport for a moment.
Now, Senna, you mentioned snowboard cross is your sport of choice. It's an amazing sport to watch. I know I've seen it several times, but probably a lot of people haven't seen it. Why don't you describe to us snowboard cross as a sport?
Well, snowboard cross is super exciting, but it's pretty easy to understand. So it's pretty much motocross on snowboards. So there'll either be 4 or 6 of us that are in a start gate. Gate drops, you move through a series of rollers and start features, and then proceeds into bank turns and huge jumps and all sorts of crazy stuff that they like to throw at us at any given World Cup. And it's easy to understand because it's whoever crosses the finish line first wins pretty much. And it moves through a bracket system. So you have to be in the top 2 to advance through the different brackets all the way to the big final. And that's where the podium places are decided.
So I would say it sounds not just like motocross, but also like a human bowling alley. So injuries always occur somewhere. What sort of injuries have you encountered in your career?
Well, knock on wood, I've been pretty lucky to not have any serious injuries caused from snowboard cross. A lot of my injuries have come from training or sports outside of snowboard cross, unfortunately. But I'm super big on body maintenance and making sure that I'm physically fit for whatever these courses are going to throw at us. And I also kind of take a little bit more cautious approach when I'm getting into the courses and not just throwing myself out there. But stuff does happen, and it's important to constantly monitor your body and making sure that you're dealing with little ailments along the way so that nothing big ever really starts to affect you.
Right. So you alluded to a little bit of prevention here. Tell us what you do, especially since you're on the road. The schedule is so different than what people would have in a day job. What do you do on the road to take care of your body to maybe prevent the injuries?
So our travel schedules are pretty crazy, and it's important all the time on the road, focusing on your physical health. For me, during the season, it's more so about like strength management and keeping my mobility happy versus like actually trying to make gains throughout the season. It's more so managing the strength that I gain throughout the off season and carrying that through the competition season. So maintenance workouts on the road, and also making sure I'm always getting physical therapy. Physical therapy is huge because you're always going to have little ailments on the road. You're always going to have little things that you're dealing with. And if you leave those and let them kind of fester, they're just going to get worse. So if you're taking care of them, you're keeping your body happy, then you're going to have less ailments on the road and less injuries.
Let's talk about another piece to this. There's a lot of stress in what you do, a lot of things out of your control. What do you do to keep yourself mentally healthy?
So mental health is crucial. I think it's just as important as physical health. For me, I incorporate my passion of photography on the road, which is super important because we're in all these beautiful areas and the stresses of competition can get to you. And so for me, I'm able to just grab my camera, go on a walk and capture the beautiful scenery around us. And that helps clear my mind, helps get my mind off the competition, all these stressors to perform, stressors to get results, you know? And for me, I can just go on a walk, take pictures, talk to friends, listen to music. And that's really a big part of how I clear my head at competitions.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today and sharing all of your experience as a member of the US Snowboard Team.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a joy to be here.
Thanks.